Didn't quite clear him off a 2K.
Okay, well, at least you guys can hear me now. And I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna hear the race. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We got that all set up, and we are good to go. We are green flag. We missed the first lap or so because I was busy trying to get caught up because I fell a little bit behind on my preparation today. But yeah, here we go. So Stenhouse back a few spots already here on the start. Hopefully, again, I'm hoping that he can stabilize here because once you can stabilize, I feel like it gets pretty hard to pass at this track, especially if you know what you're doing. Now, granted, Stenhouse has not been at the front a lot at these tracks, so we'll have to wait and see if he knows what he's doing. When guys like Hamlin come up to pass him. But yeah, Chase Elliott looks to be the car to beat. He's my pick to win this race. Despite pretty much anything else that I could think about, because there's a lot of factors, but I definitely think that I think that definitely the driver to beat will be Chase Elliott. He was the best on long runs. Darlington typically ends up being a long run track, so yeah, if you don't have Chase Elliott in your fantasy lineups, I think you were doing something wrong. But here we go. So here we go. We're getting ready though for a pretty good race today at Darlington. Truex and Bubba Wallace started on the front row, and that's how they run 1-2. Stenhouse qualified third. He's dropped back 2 spots early, but he's still up there. So here we go. Let me try and see if I can get that a little bit brighter for everybody. Yeah, because I don't know if it's showing darker on your end, but it was pretty dark on my end, so. Alright, here we go. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. So yeah, just pouring some water from one bottle to another, and then apparently Eric Jones has already passed 5 cars. So Jones, we saw him win this race in the fall last year, the Southern 500. So no shock that he has some speed here. So here we go. Welcome everybody. We're getting in here for the race. We're 9 laps in, so we're finally settled. So are the drivers. They're starting to settle in. We got a long first stage. We got 90 laps in this first stage. I will say, this track feels like these laps feel so much longer than they actually do. So honestly, I actually quite like the look of that 43 car. Normally they go with the all plain blue, or at least that's what they've done in the past with some of their throwbacks, but they got the black roof. That's pretty cool. Something, so here we go. Bubba Wallace actually kind of looks like the same car that, like the Tim Richmond throwback that Logano won in last year at this race, so. So they're going to their first commercial break. We are commercial free so far. So, yeah. Here we go. Let's get my leaderboard up on my personal screen so I can actually scroll without messing it up for all you guys. So let's see. So Elliott is up to 25th right now. So he hasn't made a ton of progress, but he's making some, which is pretty good. Todd Gilliland is making some massive progress through the field. Newman hasn't really gone anywhere. He's lost a couple of spots actually. Same with Noah Gregson on the start here. So yeah, a little bit of hit and miss here for a few drivers. Stenhouse still maintaining though in with about a 0.3 of a second gap between himself and Denny Hamlin, which is essentially just a safe following speed for a driver in the NASCAR Cup Series at this point. Because you can't follow much, you can't be following much closer than about a 10th or 2 before you're literally hitting the rear bumper and sending them flying into each corner. So, yeah. But yep. So we got ourselves a pretty good race going here. Again, oh wait, Bubba Wallace actually led a lap. Okay, that's some pretty good information. Apparently, Bubba Wallace did lead one lap early. I don't know which lap he led because I was getting everything going. So here we go. But here we go. Suarez is honestly looking pretty good compared to how I thought he would be. I didn't necessarily expect Suarez to be this good, although he did qualify pretty well. And qualifying is half the battle at this track. Qualifying is half of it, the other half is long run speed. So, yeah, on the long run, you can definitely get some benefit there, but here we go. But yep, definitely looking forward to heading out to the track in a couple weeks for the Coke 600. But yep, so we got All Star Week next week. Fun stuff for that broadcast. Although we'll see how much I can actually get together because I don't have a lot of time to prepare, and I've been working on some stuff, but a lot of it's just kind of theoretical at this point. So here we go. Oh, there we go. Richard Petty up to the broadcast booth. Kyle Petty's been up there as well. Booth here today. But yeah, so that's gonna be the big thing is that you're gonna have to worry about or with the rotating booth, you got a rotating cast. Hopefully, everybody can kind of keep up. But yeah, so you've got Richard Petty and Kyle Petty will share the booth this stage. Stage 2 will be Carl Edwards coming back, and I am excited for that. Then you got the third stage. I believe it's going to be Bill Elliott showing up and talking about it. So maybe Chase Elliott will lead that final stage, and it'd be special to hear Bill Elliott in the booth while Elliott wins on the track. Good storyline. If you wanted to be a superstitious person and say that, oh yeah, NASCAR is scripted, you could maybe use that as ammunition if that ends up happening. But yeah, here we go. So here we go. But yep. So we're here and we're ready for some racing here. Hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves. I know I am. But yeah. So right now though, Reddick trying to hold off Larson here for 10th place. Larson wrecked out in the spring last year, but he finished a strong top 10 or top 12 last year in the fall race. So here we go. Okay, so Bubba Wallace led lap 1, and Truex led every other lap since then, I'm guessing. I don't actually know who led the lap, but I'm assuming that since Bubba's been second place the entire time I've been watching, that it must have been that. So here we go. So pitting at lap 45. That's what they're talking about, is pitting at lap 45 as being the strategy to go with here. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, if that ends up being the strategy. Someone remind Logano that is not Matt Kenseth behind him in the 20, by the way. Love the throwback schemes. But yeah, Logano, don't want to end up wrecking him thinking that he's Matt Kenseth again. But, yep. It's a cool Mark Donahue throwback, though, on that number 22 car this week. So, pretty cool that we see some throwbacks to people who didn't necessarily race in NASCAR. So, here we go. Here we go. Just kind of looking around, trying to see what we got for storylines. Harrison Burton doing well. I didn't realize he qualified well, but hey, he's up to 13th, so he must be doing pretty well. McDowell currently 21st, so that's a little bit of progress there. But yeah, McDowell, who qualified top or who ran and finished inside the top 10 at both of these races last year. You got to imagine if he doesn't finish top 10 today, that'd be a little bit disappointing, especially for someone who's a big fan of his. So, yeah. And they're going to commercial break. But, yep. Here we go. Here we go. Got a pretty good race going here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know I certainly am. Let me quickly run a speed test because I'm not sure my internet's running super smooth right now. Speed test, let's see. Alright, not bad on those numbers. Well, in fact, those numbers are pretty close to the same. That's pretty good, so. Alright, not bad. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. Let me know if you guys are watching. Let me know how many or who you guys think is your pick to win this race. And I guess we'll put up a poll here for the for you guys to vote on who you think's gonna win this first stage. Alright, so there we go. There's a quick little poll for you guys. Who do you guys think's gonna win this first stage? I put in the top 3 current runners and other as an option, so you guys can go ahead and vote. And we'll see at the end of stage 1 who all ends up getting it right. So here we go. So we're looking at lap times over the last in 10 lap intervals, and they take it down before I can actually read the stuff. So yay. But yeah, a lot of fall off. It looked like about a tenth of a second per 10 lap, a tenth or two per 10 lap. So not good, but oh, and Ross Chastain made a pass on Stenhouse while we were at commercial break. I kind of noticed that in the sidebar, but I hadn't actually acknowledged that. So there you go. So here we go. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Again, would love to see hear from some of you guys who you guys think's gonna win this race, or even potentially who you guys think can get the stage win. So we're kind of getting into that question mark of, okay, how early do you potentially pit here? Because again, kind of the ideal spot being halfway, it sounded like from the booth, but that's not a guarantee. All right, so Eric Jones wasn't feeling well yesterday. Okay, so that explains a bit of why he didn't qualify too well. But yeah, he is getting passed a lot while the cameras are on him. He lost like 3 spots while they were looking at him. But here we go. Now Stenhouse is going to get passed by. He's already gotten passed by Suarez and Kyle Busch, and now he's gotten passed by Keselowski and Larson. So Stenhouse is starting to fall back. I didn't realize just how long this first stage was. I thought the stages might be like 60, 70, 80 laps, maybe, but yeah, no, I did not think the first stage was going to be 90 laps. But yeah. Oh, caution flag! And everybody's pitting. Everybody is pitting here. No doubt. So here we go. We have the caution flag for fluid here on the racetrack. Alright, so yeah, so it sounds like multiple drivers were talking about the fluid. Sounds like the driver of the 11 thinking that there might be some fluid on the racetrack. But yeah, so here we go. On pit road, Kyle Busch. They're featuring Kyle Busch pitting. He's not in the top four. Normally they show the top four, but they got the top three and Kyle Busch for whatever reason. Which, hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain about them putting Kyle Busch up on the screen. So here we go. So Truex, Byron gaining the front row starting spot over. Well, if he wants it, he's got a guaranteed spot on the front row. It's possible he won't want the. But I think it's probably likely that Chastain will take whatever lane Truex doesn't, to just take the front row here. Alright, so here we go. So, there we go. Let's see what all's going on here. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I know I am. Gonna use the bathroom real quick while we're under caution and at a commercial break, because nothing's gonna happen. Right back. Alright, I'm back. Here we go. Alright. Hey, Patrick's here. How's it going, Patrick? So here we go. We're getting ready for the restart. Sounds like Kyle Busch is starting inside second row, so he's actually starting in third, despite being the fifth one in terms of the choose. So we had a lot of choosing the top here. So it seems like that bottom lane not being the best option here. But yeah, nice to see you, Patrick. Nice to have you in here. So here we go. Green, green, green. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone's out of line there at the top already before they got to the line. Not sure who that was that was up and down the line. I don't know if they were trying to gain spots or if they were getting taken 3 wide there, but Eric Jones, I think that was. Based on the colors, it looked like Eric Jones's 43 car. Well, looked like Richard Petty's 43 car, but not really Richard Petty driving it anymore. Okay, so that's what Ty Gibbs' throwback is to. I'd seen his car, but I didn't know what the throwback was to. So it's to the Washington football team's old color scheme. Well, I guess it's always been their color scheme. So yeah, it's the same colors back when they were the Commanders, but yep. So here we go. So they restarted. Stenhouse back up to 7th, so he's making some ground. Oh, and he loses a spot to Reddick. So yeah, these restarts are going to be kind of the one chance for people to try and pass Stenhouse easily. But yeah. Amarola and Harrison Burton running well here. Okay, that's interesting. Looking through the rest of the top 20, I don't see many surprises. McDowell. Why is McDowell so far back? Did his pit crew really shoot him in the foot that badly? Are you kidding me? Okay, you're starting work tomorrow doing the overnight shift, so. Alright, nice. Good job. Patrick, did you vote on the poll already? Because, yeah, we got the poll going. Trying to see who everybody thinks can win this stage here. But yeah, Truex definitely seems like a pick, and seems like you guys are, for the most part, agreeing. I think we only got like 3 responses so far, but yeah. So here we go. Just kind of looking through here. So yeah, Todd Gilliland, he's up into the top 20. Okay, that's some notable. But yeah, man, why is McDowell in 28th place? He was running about 20th there before the caution, and he wasn't the cause of the caution because it was just fluid on the track. So yeah. Oh, you finished 14th. I thought you were 12th on Friday. But congrats on being the best rookie there, Patrick. Good job. So here we go. So Denny was okay, Denny's tire had a lot of wear. Okay, that's weird. Welcome everybody to the stream. Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Of course, if you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like and subscribe. We're working our way towards that 2,250 subscriber mark. Would love to hit that mark by the end of the month. But yeah, so welcome everybody to the stream. we got ourselves a pretty good battle here. They've got 40 laps to go, so it's. I will say these stages seem really long, though. Looking at the overall race distance of 290 something laps, it's a long way. Oh, no. Nice job on $50 fuel credit for next week. Okay, hey, that's some. You don't have to spend as much on gas next week. Yay! But yeah, so Todd Gilliland going around the outside of the Redskins car there. So yeah, right now though, definitely kind of a lot of people shuffling spots around. Josh Berry though up into that top 20. Wait a minute, is that battle? Where is this battle? Okay, it's right around 20th, so he's actually just outside the top 20. He's 21st for Josh Berry. Kyle Larson's back there, currently 22nd. Justin Haley running 23rd. So, a couple of shout outs there to some of the guys not running at the front of the field here. But, yeah, so some pretty good racing, though, so far. So, in terms of throwback paint scheme of the year, though, I think I'm going to have to give that one to Chase Elliott. But, yeah, that beautiful number 9, that red number 9 looks so good. I remember watching a lot of Casey Kane driving that car. But here we go. And let's see. So Bell and Blaney currently running about just outside the top 10 here, trying to fight for this spot. But yeah, that's kind of the thing with a lot of these drivers is that I feel like they kind of have the idea that they can wait to get some. They don't have to get racy right now to try and get the spot. Oh yeah, Corey LaJoie in the 711 car. That's a pretty good one too. Yeah, that's a very valid choice with the throwback. I personally liked his 777 car last year that he ran, the pink and yellow car. That was a pretty good one last year. Honestly, I quite like the UPS car for Chastain, especially considering his rivalry with FedEx on the track, and then UPS and FedEx being competing product or companies. So yeah. So here we go. So here we go. You got to see the original car at Stafford. Oh, that's cool. Getting to see the original car on this past weekend. Nice. So yeah, right now though, again, Kyle Busch Kyle Busch managed to stabilize himself in 4th after starting 3rd place on this restart. So for the inside track that was not the preferred line, that's not a bad spot to settle. Only losing 1 spot to choose the unpreferred line, so that's really not too bad. But yeah, he gained a couple spots there on pit road anyway, so he really only gained 1 spot from choosing up, but better than losing spots, which you could very easily choose by choosing the less preferred line. So here we go. And they're going to commercial break, which means we get to just kind of look through the lineup and see who else we can kind of give shout-outs to right now. Let's see. Elliott's currently running 14, so he's up a lot of spots. He's my pre-race pick to win. Elliott, he was the best on pretty much every length run except for I think it was like the 30 lap run. He dropped down to 4th on 30-lap run in practice, so. But he was fastest on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25-lap run. So, not surprised to see him moving forward. Really hoping McDowell can at least stay on the lead lap for something to maybe go his way on pit road. But again, right now it's really tough. We got a lot of guys 2 laps down already. Brennan Poole out the race, it looks like. McLeod 4 laps down. Ty Dillon 2 down. Ryan Newman's 2 down. And Corey LaJoy is already 2 laps down. So, not great there, but on the other side of that story, you got some good, some feel-good stories up there in the top 10. You got Stenhouse and Burton running 8th and 9th. So, some good stories up there at the front of the field. Let's see, what about the 2 SHR cars who really bombed it in qualifying? Priest is currently 25th, and Briscoe is 31st, the last car on the lead lap. So, not so good there. Yeah, for those drivers. So, that makes it good and bad for the drivers here. Alright. So, here we go. But, yep, so we got North Wilkesboro All-Star Race next week, and then we got ourselves the Coke 600. I'll be streaming both the Open and the All-Star Race. So, be looking for 2 streams there. I won't be available to stream the truck race, unfortunately. And I won't be. I checked during the NASCAR off week later in June. I won't be home when IndyCar runs that week, so I'm gonna end up missing a lot of races. So, yep. There we go. It's kind of a brief schedule update, and yeah. So, other than that. Oh, hey, we're back from commercial break. I thought I'd nailed those kind of filler talk there, but then we had a few extra seconds that needed to be filled. And there we go. Briscoe just got passed by Ryan Newman on the racetrack, so hopefully that doesn't kill him in terms of the overall running. Let's see, is that him going a lap down? He has not gone a lap down yet. So looking at fall-off times. Okay, so they were down 4/10 in... They were lost 4/10 in 2 laps. And then another... Wow, they had lost a lot of... So they lost almost a full second in like 5 to 10 laps. So, yeah. Yeah, that is not a very good look for Truex to be getting beat by the ghost car that badly. So here we go. So there we go. Stenhouse setting a pretty good lap there. Oh, you got some breaking news soon. Okay, nice. You've been invited to the Rookie Open at Watkins Glen. Cool. That's pretty cool. Getting to race at getting to run a car at Watkins Glen there. And then here we go. Not sure what I'm gonna be doing when SRX comes to Thursday nights. Not sure if there's gonna be any content there or not. Would like to cover some of them, but we'll have to wait and see. Here we go. Oh. Bell just got let by, but so Harrison Burton just let Christopher Bell by, so that just gave an extra spot there. So Burton's now down to 10th place. Christopher Bell up to 9th. Here we go. Where's Logano running? He's running mid teens here. Really? Why is he running back half the teens actually? Because he's 19th right now. All right, nice. That's some good. Say some tough hours, but good pay rate there. But yeah. So right now, though, again, I love that number 9 car. But yeah. And say Chase Elliott qualified really bad, but he's raced his way up pretty well. Here we go. I still question if Bill Elliott's gonna what Bill Elliott's gonna do when his son potentially wins this race at the end, since he'll be on the broadcast for the final stage here. Here we go, lap traffic. Sounds like lap traffic's coming up, so that's gonna be fun. Let's see what's gonna end up happening here. Here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I go and grab my NASCAR fan reward points. And if anyone else here collects the NASCAR fan reward points, quick reminder to log in and get your points. But yeah, still a long way till the end of stage 2. We got about 15 laps left in this stage here. I'm looking forward to seeing him. If you guys saw me last week when they announced that he was going to be back, I was ecstatic. I'm glad to see Carl Edwards returning to NASCAR. And supposedly he's going to talk about where he's been. So I guess he's going to give us a update on being a history teacher, because if I'm not mistaken, that's what he's been doing. So here we go. So they went to a split screen caution, but I want to make sure I get my fan reward points here. Alright, let's see. I'm all logged in. Okay, why am I not getting my Oh, there we go. There's my check-in button. Come on. Alright, so... But yeah, I would love to see Carl Edwards come back and run a race. Even if it's an all-star race. Or maybe even the Clash. I'd like to see him run a race, though. But I don't know. We might hear from him today that he might just kind of say that he's definitely done. But yeah. There we go. Checked in, got my points. Let's just make sure I got my points. So yeah, there we go. Leaderboard check-in did happen. So here we go. All right, so we got ourselves, and just kind of Trix has been just kind of putting a little bit of a drubbing here on the field today. I'm hoping that we can see a battle back from some of these other guys. In particular, I'd like Bubba Wallace just got passed, and that was that commercial break when that happened. So here we go. Come on, really? There we go. All right, so there we go. I think we're good. But yeah, so 12th and so Elliott's up to 13th here. Denny Hamlin back to 12th. Suarez is 28th. Joey Logano 19th. Austin Dillon 18th. So a lot of the Coca-Cola Racing Series family drivers are have a buddy for their buddy system if they wanted to use that. So you got Hamlin and Elliott working together, and then you got yeah. So here we go. Oh, all right. Patrick's got a question here for everybody. What's up, Patwick? Oh, we got another vote for Truex. So yeah, it looks like a lot of people are thinking Truex is gonna get this stage win, and it's pretty likely now that we're within 8 laps, and he's kind of just running away here. Ooh, favorite current driver from any NASCAR series? I'm curious to see some of the answers here. My current favorite active driver. Okay. So, favorite active driver. Let's say I've got a really tough battle between 4 of them just in Cup alone. Because I love Kyle Busch, but I love McDowell and Stenhouse too, and Allmendinger too. It's like those are my big 4. I don't know if I had to rank them, I would be scratching and clawing at who to put where. Because yeah, but yeah, I mean. So yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to favorite driver though, I'm trying to think of some of my favorites in lower series. In trucks, it's probably yeah, Ross and LaJoy for Cup for you, Barry for Xfinity. Yeah, I like Barry in the Xfinity series. Truck Spencer Boyd for trucks. I'd either go maybe Hocevar, although a lot of his more recent antics over the last like 9 months, I'm not the biggest fan of. Um, then I also like Zane Smith down there in the trucks. For Xfinity, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Sammy Smith, honestly. So, both as a driver and as a person off the track. So, for Xfinity and trucks, that's what I would say. But yeah, if I had to put an overall favorite, though, it would probably be one of the Cup guys, mainly just because I watch a lot more Cup than I do anything else. Although, honestly, I watch all 3 series a lot. So, Martin Truex Jr. hasn't won a stage since the last time I attended a race. Okay. So here we go. Oh, Hamlin just got checked up behind Harrison Burton, who's been drifting back, it looks like. So yeah, that was a bit of a checkup there from that. Here you go. We got 3 laps to go here in this stage. Truex is losing time to Byron, but I don't know if it'll be enough here to make a difference. So here we go. Daniel Suarez. He's on the tail end of the lead lap. Truex trying to lap him. William Byron on the charge, trying to get there. Bubba under fire from Ross Chastain here as we get to the end of stage number 1. It is the last lap, though. It'll be hard for Byron to get there on Truex. So here we go. Here we go. Stage number 1 goes to stage winner, MTJ. Stage winner, MTJ. So Martin Truex Jr. wins stage number 1. So there we go. Bubba Wallace holds on for 3rd here at the stage. Then you had Chastain, Kyle Busch rounding out the top 5. Keselowski, Stenhouse getting 7th. So hey, Mom and Dad, I know you guys are watching, or at least I know my dad is. What did I tell you? Stenhouse got some points here in stage number 1. Wasn't necessarily the 3rd place that he had at the start of this stage, but hey, he got points. Told ya. Kevin Harvick got 8th. 9th was Tyler Reddick, and rounding out your top 10, which is all that earns points, is Christopher Bell. Harrison Burton being the first guy out of the points position there. So, yeah. There we go. Nice to see Stenhouse earning some much-needed points. And I just shook the camera a lot as well, because the stand is not the most stable thing in the world, if you guys can believe it. And if you guys can't believe it, you don't know what my stand is. Because if you knew what it was, you would question how it's still up at this point. But, yeah, here we go. But, yeah, gonna go in the poll, because we do now know that we know the results of the stage, so don't need everybody going in here. About halfway through stage, around lap 30 or so in stage 2 is when I'll put up the poll for that one. But, yeah, so I'm just going in and doing a couple things in my lineup. So, yeah, here we go. How's everybody doing, though? But, yeah, let's just kind of look down through the rest of this. Oh, yeah, who was Free Pass? Free Pass was Chris Buescher, it looks like, will be the Free Pass. Was not sure on that one. Alright, and they're back from commercial break, so I'm going to put my phone back up here. Oh, come on. Okay, what happened to make this thing... Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, that shifted. Alright, so they just did ones to watch. I think my one to watch I don't know who they picked, but I think my one to watch is Kyle Busch. He's steadily moved towards the front of the race all day long. and he's inside that top 5. Now, honorable mention would probably go to Chase Elliott because he has been moving through the field, but he has not quite gotten there yet. But hey, you know what? We got ourselves Stenhouse though up in the top 10 for a little while now. So here we go. What ends up happening here at the yellow flag pit stops here for the stage? It's going to be 4 tires for everybody. We just don't know what's going to happen. What potentially could befall these drivers as they get ready for it. I just saw that. The Cheddar's fire suits. Okay, I was gonna say if Cheddar's is running the Lucas Oil colors for that throwback, quote unquote, to his Auto Club win from earlier this year, I would be concerned for a lot of people. This is mental health on that one because something's wrong if you're calling if another company is doing a throwback to a different company for a race that happened less than 4 months ago. So yeah. So here we go. Well, Kozlowski gaining 3 spots, Stenhouse staying put, Harvick gaining 3, Harvick gaining 2, Larson gaining 4, Bell gaining 3. With that means there's got to be some people who fell back. But here we go. When they come back on the stage break, Carl Edwards will be in the booth. I mean, here we go. Let's hear from the guy who has not even pretty much acknowledged NASCAR in a while. Last time I think he acknowledged them was when he confirmed that he got a call from Chip Ganassi about driving that number 42 when Larson got suspended in 2020. And he rejected the car, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah. So here we go. Alright, so here we go. So luckily weather looks pretty good at Darlington today. I saw there was like a 40% chance of rain and or thunderstorms, so yeah, that would not be that great, but yeah. When they get back from commercial break, Elliott's going to restart this stage inside the top 10, so we'll have to see what Elliott can do. But again, he is fast. One of the fastest on launch speed. He's good on 5-lap speed. He's good on 10-lap speed. But yeah. So here we go. Let's see what we got. So they're gonna be talking about more about Carl Edwards here, but yeah, man, I miss him. Let's see. Showing those backflips here. Joe Gibbs number 19 car. His time in the Roush number 99 car. Love that 99 car. Carl Edwards, he's back! Come on, Carl! Let's see, where has Carl Edwards been? So here we go. Carl Edwards is back in the booth. We're just listening, and I want to know kind of his decision and if there's anything that could lure him back into a car. So much appreciation, but you left us completely hanging here. uh, yeah. So he was farming. Apparently, he's been doing some farming. But yeah. So here we go. So here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. That means it's gonna be ducking for cover as they go to race. So here we go. I remember he absolutely hated the idea of stages originally. Before they even happened, because he left before we even got stages, but he hated the idea of stages. So here we go. Yep, there goes the pace car. It's running for cover. Run, run, run away, and we got a long way to this restart zone. Restart zone is all the way there, and green flag, green, green, green. Green flag is out, and they are racing at Darlington. Here we go. So Truex absolutely fires out of a cannon there. Keselowski doing an okay job there to get up into that top three. Looks like he's settled in third. Now he's going to be fourth. And the bottom looks to be actually working pretty well because Kyle Busch just passed him or just tried to pass him for fourth. He actually ended up losing the spot off of the corner. But here we go. So Kyle Busch now has to defend from two guys behind him here. You got the 20 of Bell and the 21 of Burton. Wait, what? Oh, that was Larson, not Kyle Busch. They showed one Busch. They showed one Kyle in a blue car, and then they cut very quickly to another blue car with a Kyle in it. Also, apparently, Kurt Busch is feeling hopeful about a potential NASCAR return, at least part time. So, curious to see if we might see him on the entry list maybe for Daytona. Maybe see 4 cars from 2311 at the 500 next year, because I'd love to see their guy from this year. What was his name? I know him. Come on. No, dirtbag guy. Here we go. Chase Elliott and Reddick are fighting, and who was there? Travis Pastrana. There we go. Travis Pastrana. I'm surprised Chad didn't get to it first on that one. But yeah. So curious to see if 2311 would bring 4 cars to Daytona for that potentially to give Pastrana a second shot and give Kurt Busch a shot at the 500. It would certainly give the drivers at in the Toyota Camp a good numbers advantage there for the plate tracks. So there we go. So there was an issue on pit road for Bubba, causing Bubba to fall back there. So Bubba is currently back in 18th here. He was, I think, 19th on the restart, so he's moving forward a little bit, but it's not by a lot. So here we go. All right, so there we go. So Stenhouse is 6th place right now. Kyle Busch in 5th. Harvick in 7th, going to try and take that spot from Stenhouse. Here we go. Keselowski actually putting a challenge on Chastain, or attempting to maybe put a challenge on Chastain. He ran the bottom there, which whenever you run the opposite line of the guy in front of you, I kind of, especially when you're trailing close, it's like, okay, is that an attempted pass? So here we go. So here we go. Ty Gillen and Ty Gibbs fighting for position here in the low 20s in terms of positioning. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're throwing it back to when Joe Gibbs owned the team, yeah. So here we go. But yeah, Trix is absolutely just flying though here. He is looking very fast. I don't know what Chase Elliott and some of these other guys are going to need to do to try and get the spots to potentially fight for this win, but it's looking like it'll take a bit of. So it's looking like maybe Elliott was a little deceptive on his short run speed because he has not been able to maintain speed or maintain positions very easily. But he is. So yeah, so over the last couple of laps, so they've lost almost a full second in the last like 3-4 laps. So 3. So there we go. So Stenhouse again. He's maintained second or sixth. I mean, so hey, you know what? Maybe Stenhouse could get into position to try and win this race. So William Byron, he's got two top top 5s in a row. I mean, so here we go. I'm gonna say 20 laps in here at the first stage, and they're going to commercial break. So I've been going through a lot of water, and I'm gonna need to use another bathroom break. But I will be right back, guys. Alright, here we go. We're back. And we are here. So hopefully everybody's having a great day. Let's see if we've had any major changes. Not sure as to why everything's settling at a bit of an angle, but Kyle Busch is up to 4th. He did manage to pass Brad Keselowski while we were at this commercial break. They're showing the upcoming games for the USFL. The XFL just had their championship game last night. The Renegades ended up winning that one. Oh, hey, look, it's Stenhouse. Stenhouse is on the screen. Oh, and now Corey LaJoy wishing a happy Mother's Day to everybody. So there we go. Blaney. That's funny. I love Blaney's sense of humor there. Although I'm sure somebody helped him write that joke. Although, maybe I could see that just is being approved by somebody. Maybe not anyone helping him write it, but yeah. So there we go. So here we go. Wow, not Stenhouse, sorry, Truex, 3.5 second lead here. And Chastain and Byron are close to each other, but man. Now Bell and Larson fighting it out for position here. The two best dirt racers probably in the Cup Series right now. Here we go. So here we go. We are 30 laps into this first stage. As I said, this is where I'm going to start to write up our poll here for the second stage. So you guys pretty much hit the nail on the head with the Truex pick last time. Let's see about this time. Alright, so there we go. New poll is up. Who will win stage number 2 here? Martin Truex Jr., William Byron. Again, I kind of put the top 3 in there, and then we got other as an option in case you guys think someone like Kyle Busch, Keselowski, maybe you think Stenhouse is gonna get a restart and go ahead and win this stage here. So Hamlin battling with. So Hamlin is battling with, what's his name? With Austin Dillon for position here. Really? I don't know about that fight. That definitely seems like the wrong fight to be having here. So it's the 125th anniversary for Goodyear as a tire company. Hey, that's pretty cool to see. And then, of course, we got the 75th anniversary here for NASCAR here. So here we go. Oh boy, uh-oh. Sounds like Kyle Edwards needs a new set of tires. Maybe you can get Goodyear to give him a fresh set here. We'll have to wait and see here. But yeah, only shows up when he needs something. Yeah, seems accurate. And there's the Goodyear blimp. So yeah, there's not been much happening on this one. We've got pit stops probably around 40, 45. Last time we had a yellow that very conveniently framed the yellow. Ooh, we got non-stop yellow. We got side by side here. And they go to that camera angle. Are you kidding me? There we go. They went to a really dumb camera angle for that when they first came back from the or when they first went to the split screen there. But now they've got some good camera angles here. Burton versus Chase Elliott here for 10th. So there we go. So here we go. So curious again to see if we maybe see a tire issue potentially before we get a chance here. But yeah. So here we go. Let's see. So here we go. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now though we got and by the way, my screen went to a full screen commercial, so I have no idea what's going on the track right now, but nothing major looks to have changed inside the top 10 at all, so Truex now has a 3.2 second lead, although there is now a 1 second gap between Byron and Chastain, so a bit of ground being gained there. So here we go. And they're back. So they're back from commercial break, so there we go. Truex is in lap traffic. Okay, that's something that's interesting. And we're hitting that area. We're hitting about lap 45 where we thought we might see some green flag stops here. So here we go. Reddick. They're just riding on board on the spoiler there for Reddick. Not exactly the best camera angle I would have invested in. I would have probably gone in. Oh, here we go. Oh, someone's coming to pit road. It's Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell coming to pit road. So there we go. Michael McDowell trying to short pit potentially here. So here we go. So they're saying another 5 laps is the ideal pit spot here. I don't know. I would much rather. I'd feel much comfortable if they were pitting sooner, because I don't want a tire issue happening. That would be my biggest thing. Oh, here we go. Eric Amarola comes to pit road. Justin Haley comes to pit road. So yeah, a lot of pit stops here early. Quite a few people here pitting early, trying to shortcut or short the rest of the field, expecting the fresh tires to be faster. Oh, Kyle Larson! That's our first heavy hitter. He was top 5, or he was top 10 when he came to pit road. So that will start to pull others to pit road here. I guarantee it. There was at least one other that followed. I don't know who that white car was, but. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. Oh, MTJ coming to pit road, and that's going to let someone else lead. Oh, Chastain comes to pit road too. Byron, I think, may have pit a lap early. Hard to really tell, but Ryan Blaney is your new race leader with Bubba Wallace jumping ahead. So Bubba stayed out. That's interesting to see. Here we go. The number 1 pit box potentially coming into play here. We'll have to wait and see. So Martin Truex Jr. exiting pit road here. Okay, so Byron did come in the lap before Truex, but Truex manages to stay out ahead with. So it was 4.7 seconds was the difference between the two when they entered pit road. So we'll have to wait and see what it is after they kind of level off from the from everybody pitting. So there's 3 drivers who have yet to pit, significant drivers at least. You have Blaney, Bubba, and Suarez. Those are your 3 drivers who were on the lead lap who did not pit so far. Right now, there's only 8 drivers on the lead lap total. So if there is a yellow, potentially you could see a lot of drivers potentially getting stuck here a lap down. But yeah, so curious to see who you guys think. Maybe in the midst of all this pit stops, you think somebody other than Truex or Byron could get this stage win. Of course, let me know in the poll up above who you guys think is going to get this stage win here. Do you think it's going to be Truex? Do you think Truex can hold on here? So here we go. Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace both coming into pit road here. Suarez pit last time by, so there we go. Uh-oh. What are guys doing in their group chat I'm in? So here we go. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen here. And they're going to commercial break. So all the pit stops have cycled, and the race lead. It's only about a second and a half for Byron over for Truex to Byron, but Truex manages to hold on to the lead at the end of pit stops, though. So now you've had 5 lead changes and only 3 different leaders, despite all the shuffling around that they did. So here we go. And it's full screen, which means I don't have anything on track that I can physically see, so we'll only get lap by lap updates or changes. Kyle Busch maintaining 4th. Kyle Larson getting all the way up to 5th there. Stenhouse holding strong in 6th place after pit stops. Impressive. Looks like what's his name? Harrison Burton looks to have had a little bit of a bad stop to some degree because he's back in the 16th now. Michael McDowell, he short pitted the earliest, and he is up to 18th place now. So hopefully he can maintain something like that. If we could get a caution to level off the strategy. Honestly, this is a track that we don't normally see a ton of yellows at. But hey, NASCAR fan, how's it going? Yeah, this is not normally a track we see a lot of yellows at, but yeah. It has been a very clean race, though, so far. So there we go. But hey, you know what? I would not be upset with a yellow flag here. Would love to see it level off the strategy for McDowell. Yeah, I mean, it's what Darlington is because of how long the race is. I mean, you've got almost 300 laps here. I mean, 300 laps, you're going to have a long race. So, I think a lot of this is going to be drivers managing because you can't tear up your equipment too much. And the more you race each other, the more you let Martin Truex Jr. run away. That's the other thing. You can't really fight with each other like Chastain and Byron. Probably have the speed to go at it for a long time between the two of them. But if they fight with each other, Truex is just going to run away. Same with whoever else is in front of you. So, like, Larson and Stenhouse, if those two got to fighting, Kyle Busch would run away from them. Yeah, they're going to north to Wilkesboro for next weekend, and then I'm heading south to Charlotte for the 600. So that's gonna be fun. Gonna be in down in Charlotte. First time I've ever been to Charlotte, so I'm gonna definitely make a stop by the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Whether I end up filming anything there or not, we'll see, but probably. Definitely gonna be filming a lot at the track that week. We'll see what all ends up turning into content, but I'm excited for my first trip to Charlotte. Here we go. Oh, wait! Chastain, he's there! I didn't realize Chastain actually had a run on him. Here we go. Ross Chastain is to the inside of Martin Truex Jr. And there we go. Truex has been passed on track finally. Here we go. Maybe we see some, there we go. How many sponsor plugs is Carl Edwards going to make? He already plugged that he needs Goodyear tires for his truck because his truck has bald tires, and now he's throwing it back to his UPS days when he used to have UPS on his car. But here we go. So here we go. But yeah, if you guys are interested, the poll is still up there. It looks like we got a pretty even spread right now on who we think is going to win this stage. Maybe now that Chastain's actually gotten up there and passed Truex, maybe we see some votes go his way. Probably going to be leaning his way for the stage win. But hey, if Stenhouse can get stage points in both stages, I think that definitely shows that I know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Tyler Reddick in 10th here. Chase Elliott just outside that top 10, trying to get some stage points. Although, again, he really needs a race win if he wants to get into the playoffs. I don't think points are going to get him there. Although, let's take a look at the points, because I haven't looked at the points in a little bit. Current driver standings. Oh, nope, not what I'm trying to do. I was not trying to go to Chastain. I want to see full standings. Here we go. So Chase Elliott, yeah, he's still 29th in points. Yeah, he's doing all right here for having missed as much time as he has. If he wins, or if he gets 35 points, which is most amount of points you can get without winning a stage or without collecting stage points, but winning the race or getting second in the race, he could jump from there to 223 or 213. So he would be about 24th in points if he gets a second place today, in theory. Yeah, Brad Keselowski, he's been hanging around that top 10 a lot today. He was actually up in the top 5 before the pit stop cycle happened, I think. So, yeah. Here we go. Oh, we got some action for Truex, it looks like, for the potential of getting that, say, for the vote. We think Truex is going to pass Chastain back here before the end of the stage. So here we go. But yeah. Honestly, the entire top 10 has been pretty interesting all day. I mean, we had Harrison Burton was up there for a while. Alright, so here we go. So we got a lot of people in here. Hopefully everybody's enjoying this one. We got, again, there isn't much happening on track, which is kind of the bummer. Oh, here we go. Not Chastain. That's Byron and Kyle Busch potentially going to get into it here for third. Let's see. How much is 1 point worth to two guys who have both already won multiple... they've both have won races this year. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see. We got a good competition here going. So here we go. Kyle Busch to the inside on William Byron. He's got the run. Kyle Busch has got the run on him. Let's see what's going on here. He's going, and there we go. Kyle Busch able to slide up in front. I think Byron just kind of gave up on that fight to make sure that they didn't slow each other down too badly. But Kyle Busch making some ground here. It's going to be interesting here. Kyle Larson closing in on this front two, or these two guys in front of him here. Let's see what's going to end up happening here. And say Trick's trying to stay within within fighting distance here of Ross Chastain, but Chastain just trying to set sail here for the end of the stage. So here we go. Eric Almirola running pretty well. But yeah, I think a lot of people though are going to be rooting for Chase Elliott to maybe get up here and again by the end of the race at least. He was still my pre-race pick, Chase Elliott. So I don't think he's too far off. Again, you just hang around most of the day, and then at the end of this race, you can go ahead and make a sprint for it. Because again, we still have over 100 laps to go, so it's not a short run at all to the finish here. Here we go. So here we go. Let's see what we got here. I'm just going to kind of look down through the field because, again, we're at commercial break. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Before the end of the stage, check your fantasy lineups. Almost forgot about it. But yeah, we're closing in on the end of the stage number 2. Make sure you check your fantasy lineup because NASCAR Fantasy Garage closes at the end of this run here. Let's see. Elliott's been a better bet than Bubba. Andy's my pre-race pick, so I want to be rooting for him towards the end of the race. So that'll be my big change for that lineup. They're doing a piece now on North Wilkesboro and it being gone for a while. So, yeah. So right now, though, it's been a pretty good run here. Patrick, I know you've been listening in. Make sure you check your fantasy lineup. Let me see if you need to make any changes. I can tell you when I hop into my lineup again because I've been going between different leagues. Let me hop back into the account that's in our league that we're in together. Oh, Darrell Waltrip in the booth for North Wilkesboro? Hey, there we go. Boogity boogity. Alright, so, let's see. Running with the Pack League. So, Patrick, right now you're currently 14th in the league, and you want to move Martin Truex Jr. into your lineup. Patrick, if you are listening, you want to move Martin Truex Jr. into your lineup. Probably Suarez is who I would pull from your lineup, but again, that's kind of up to you. But you definitely want to put Truex in. He's already got a lot of points earned, no matter if he wrecks or not. So, yeah. But I gotta make sure I get my other lineups changed because I got quite a few different leagues I'm in, so I want to make sure I get them all changed. But yeah, Anybody else who plays NASCAR Fantasy, check your lineups. We got about 15 laps to go to get your stuff changed before everything locks up. Let's see. Nothing that really needs to be changed. Maybe save myself a use of Suarez on that roster, but I don't really care there. You know what? We'll see. I'm not worried about saving a Suarez use. Maybe I'll regret that later on this year when we go to road courses and Suarez is good there, but so that lineup is okay. Because, I've got Newman in the garage on that one. So here we go. Welcome, everybody that's in here. Again, we're covering the race. They are just back from commercial break, but I got two more fantasy lineups I need to change. Just a quick reminder as well for everybody else watching, in case you guys haven't heard me already a couple times. Check your fantasy lineups. You might be able to make some point moves, or maybe even save a use on somebody who's having a little bit of a down day here. Let's say you have someone like let's say you have someone like Suarez in your lineup and you want to save a use on him. Who else is down near the bottom here for in terms of fantasy stuff? Maybe you put Busher in your lineup thinking he would move to the front, and he just hasn't. Maybe you didn't have, or maybe you put Truex in your garage to start. You definitely want to move him in. Stenhouse, again, if you have him in your garage, might be worth taking a look at maybe moving him into the lineup. So here we go. I think I got one, maybe two more lineups set or fix, and then we'll be good to go here. Yep, two more. And as I say, there's no battle on track right now, at least not at the front of the field, so they're staying about a half second apart, so it's close enough that we could still have a battle. And Keselowski just passed Stenhouse. That's not good. I want Stenhouse to get that top six. I want him to get as many points as possible here, both because he's in my primary lineup that I care about, and it. So yeah. And now Stenhouse got passed by Kevin Hart. Come on, Stenhouse earned some points in both stages. Made me look like a genius here. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good stat there for Stenhouse. He spent more time in the top 10 today than he's ever spent in the top 10 at Darlington. That's pretty good. But it's looking more and more likely that Chastain may end up going on to win this stage here. Oh, Blaney got into somebody. Uh-oh. I missed something I got one more fantasy lineup I need to check here. Wow, I'm 11th in this league? What? Wow. I'm not doing that well. What is... I mean, and I guess everybody else is just doing fantastic, because, yeah, I mean... Oh, Bubba earned third place stage points, that's why. I'm gonna take Blaney out. I don't think Blaney's gonna do too well, and he hasn't earned stage points yet, and he isn't really in position to win some points here. Oh, he might get a point here at the end of the stage, but yeah, here we go. But so we got 5 laps to go here in the stage. It's coming to the end of this second stage, and we'll see who's gonna get this one here. So here we go. Let's see. Going into this turn. Truex back to the top line here. Or he was up higher at least. Now he's... Oh, we got Berry in the wall. Josh Berry tags the fence here. He keeps going straight, so no yellow. But, man, bad time for him to be doing that. We don't need that at the very end of this stage. And Kyle Busch is closing in on Truex. So here we go. So Martin Truex Jr. is starting to look human after driving away from the field on these first two restarts. So here we go. Let's see. Is anyone gonna get a shot at Chastain here? We got 3 laps to go. 3 coming to 2 to go. Coming till 2 to go here. Let's see. Here we go. Again, right now, though, Truex is able to stay so much closer to Chastain than Kyle Busch has been able to stay to MTJ here. But here we go. See, he still is not close enough really to make a move here. I think he needs a bad corner here from the 1, or he needs to absolutely send it into one of these corners to try and get it. There we go. Good run off the corner, and you can be in position here on the final lap to try and catch Ross Chastain. I think Chastain would be wise to just back up his corners, make sure you don't get to the lap traffic, because if the lap traffic puts a bad block on you, you could lose your spot here. Coming into the final corner, what will Truex do for the playoff point here? Whoa, there he goes, into the fence. Oh, Truex spins. Martin Truex Jr. spins himself around. Yellow flag ends this stage, and Ross Chastain will win the stage. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Truex was gonna try something, but oh no! And maybe Patrick just lucked into something because Truex just spun out, and he is gonna lose a ton of positions here. Hey, that'll get Stenhouse another point there, though. But yeah, that was just for a stage win there. Wow. There we go. Let's see. Watching on board with Truex here. And yeah, he just he tried, and hey, you know what? That's some payback for some of these guys who haven't really gotten any payback to Chastain, and I don't really feel like Chastain has a lot of ground to be upset about that one, although he didn't do anything wrong to deserve that this time. So yeah, your top 10 who earned points in this stage. Looks like MTJ may have still earned a stage point here. But Chastain, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, your top 3. Byron 4th. Keselowski finishing stage number 2 and 5th. 6th place, Christopher Bell. 7th, Kevin Harvick. 8th, Ryan Blaney. 9th was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And on this leaderboard, as of right now, it looks like MTJ got the final playoff point, the final stage point here in 10th, with Reddick being the first one out. So, bit of a bummer there. Chase Elliott being so close. If he has a disaster here at the end, I will be upset. But I am definitely rooting for Chase Elliott, and I think on the long run, I truly believe I think he will get there. So 108 laps in this final stage. I'm going to use the bathroom one more time here as we get ready for the final stage. Alright, here we are. I'm back. We are back and... Oh. Alright, here we go. So, Awesomeville. So, here we go. Here we go. We're ready for this one. Hopefully you guys are excited for the end of this stage. So, I was listening into the broadcast. Truex did get that final stage point in 10th place. And wait, okay, what is this running order right now? Did I just, I heard everything sound about right. But, okay, there we go. That's starting to look a little bit more accurate. I was going to say, the leaderboard on my screen was starting to look like I took a portal to a much more fantasy land. And it's like, yeah, nope, that's definitely not what they're running. But, yeah, so MTJ gains 2 spots there on pit road. Chase Elliott's going to start the second stage, or the third stage here in the number 9, in the 9th spot. As his dad's going up to the booth here. Then we got Keselowski and Harvick both going to be fighting for that top 5 here as we go back to green. But yeah, Larson, Chastain, Kyle Busch, your top 3. Alright, so here we go. Gonna end the poll. Don't want everybody going, let's go on the poll. And then about lap 50 in this final stage, again, somewhere around midway, maybe even a little bit before midway, I will go and put up the poll for who do we think is going to win this third stage. I'd like to give it a little bit of time for people to actually kind of get an informed guess. Honestly, though, I might do it if we get a caution here early in the stage, I might go ahead and throw it in early just to avoid just giving people some time to actually look at some of the options and also cheer for who they pick rather than picking with 2 laps to go. There we go. Here we go. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. So here we go. Bill Elliott is now in the booth, and he's got the red shirt with the Dodge logo up there and the old Evernham Motorsports logo. Yeah, here we go. Time for the storyline. Time for Chase Elliott to fly to the front here. So there we go. So Stenhouse earned points in both stages, which, hey, you know what? Credit to him. He earned points. Curious to see where he ends up being in terms of points earned for the fantasy. Let's see where fantasy lot. Oh, whoops, not that one. Didn't mean to. Hopefully that'll put me right back where I was for the. So there we go. So got everything fixed. I accidentally did it on the wrong NASCAR leaderboard. I got to because I had one on one screen and one on the other to go and check some stuff out. Let's see, live race results. So right now, hey, Stenhouse, he's in the top 10 in terms of drivers you could have had in your fantasy lineup as of right now. Obviously, if he can not lose a ton of spots here on the restart as they go green. Green flag is going to be out, and green. Green flag is out, and they are racing at Darlington. But, yeah. So if he can avoid choking, though, at the end of this race, he might be able to stay a top 10 driver today. So, you know, honestly, if he was even just an average driver, that if he can get a top 10 here, that'd be great. Oh, we got a big wreck in the middle of the field. Oh no, McDowell's in it. No, McDowell and Gilliland are both in it. Newman's in it. I saw that's Dylan in it. I saw the other Austin Cindric. I saw in it. Noah Gregson's in the middle of it. Well, there's a big wreck. And and there's Suarez as well. Suarez is in it. I don't know if I mentioned him earlier when they were wrecking, but man, that was a big wreck. And someone has a wheel going away. Overall league standing. Okay, I'm top 10 in my league, but yeah, I'd love to be competing for that title, but I need like 100. I need 200 points to be in contention. Oh, yep. The Richard Petty machine just went and spun out and collected a ton of the field. Bunch of people behind Stenhouse, mind you. So, yep. So, yeah, that was some chaos. We're going to have to wait and see who all is actually out this race, because that was a lot of cars piled up. I think that's going to be Chris Buescher back on the lead lap, as long as he wasn't involved in the wreck. Ty Gibbs was right in the middle of that thing. I don't know if he got through with a ton of damage or not, but he was right there in the middle of it. So, Cindric and Austin Dillon went to the pits for sure. We don't know who else has gone to the pits versus getting out their cars, but, I mean, it was a small wreck comparatively to some of the big wrecks we've seen. But, yeah, so commercial, they go to commercial break. Yeah. But, yeah, that was chaotic for a few minutes. So, here we go. So, here we go. Man. That was a chaotic restart. And we are back to the yellow flag for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and move that there. Try and reconfigure my stuff a bit here. So here we go. All right, we're having a pretty good turnout, though, for this race. So the race has already been going for 2 hours. Yesterday's IndyCar race that we streamed here on the channel, live stream still up. If you guys want to go back and rewatch my reaction to the IndyCar race, although I'm sure this content is not as replayable as others, but as other types of content. But yeah, still up there. But yeah, that one was over in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one, we're at 2 hours and we still got we got a little under 100 laps to go. We got 97 to go here. So 97 laps here. Stage numero 3. So right now we're just kind of waiting here for the race to get back to green flag because I don't think anybody's coming to pit road after that one. So Kyle Larson did just about have a nose ahead of Chastain there at the time of caution, so I think Busch has that edge over Byron. So yeah, the leaderboard on the side is right. So let's see if there's any other names I didn't see in the wreck. No, I think I named every driver in the wreck. Cindric, Dillon, McDowell, Gilliland, Gregson, Jones, Newman, Gibbs, and Suarez is the final list of people who were involved in the wreck. So yeah, that's a bummer to see a big wreck like that take out so many drivers here. 145 laps for Truex that he led. So yeah, he's dominated this race so far. But Truex is now back in 8th spot. He's gonna have to fight his way back to the front here. But yeah, conserve the set of tires here. No shock really to see most everybody stay out here. Here we go. And I say, NASCAR fan, you still here? Because if so, you found some of your yellows. I think you were asking about them. So here we go. Love to see if we can get this race completed here in about 3 hours, because I don't really want this to go too late. But hey, you know what? As long as you guys are having a fun time watching, I'm gonna be here. Here we go. Let's say, you talking about favorite driver, or are you talking about favorite for winning the race here? Also, yeah. So Stenhouse got points in both stages there, Dad. What do you? I told you you'd get some points. In fact, I wasn't sure if he'd get points in both stages, but hey, you know what? He got points in both stages. So there we go. Yeah, favorite driver. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured that. I know you used to be high on Truex, but recently you kind of been leaning away from it. So yeah, Elliott's still my pick to win. I made the pick before the race started, so yeah, curious to see how fast Elliott tries to fly through this field. Oh, you have Stenhouse in your lineup. Oh no. Um, did you put him in your fantasy lineup before stage 2 ended? Did you actually leave him in? Yeah, you left him in. Okay, good job. And I say he's still the 9th best points earner today. So hey, you know what? That's not too bad. In terms of total points, yeah, so he's about 4 points away from being 8th. But hey, you know what? If he can just finish inside the top 10 in terms of points earned, that'll be a very good day for him. Jimmy Johnson's feeling pretty helpless there, it looks like, according to what he's saying there on the pit road. Yeah, hey, he has hung around. Some other drivers that have hung around most of the day that we haven't necessarily talked about a ton. Brad Keselowski's hung around. Bell's been in and around the top 10 a lot today. Kevin Harvick showing the strength of SHR there. Tyler Reddick has been flirting with the top 10 almost all day. So some shout outs there to some other drivers who've kind of been hanging around because I know I've mentioned Stenhouse a lot. But yeah, those are some other drivers who've kind of flown under the radar here. So here we go. We've had 2 yellows here, and let's see if we can go for the turkey here. 3 yellows in a row, turkey? I don't know. Would that be a turkey in NASCAR racing? I don't know. You guys can decide, I guess, on if that terminology can stick or not. Pretty sure it doesn't, but we'll see. Oh boy, here we go. Ross Chastain, he is not pulling any punches here. He is pinching the 5 as high as he possibly can without wrecking him. He's doing an okay job, though, at racing him fairly clean. Kyle Busch right there, though, ready to try and pounce for taking 3 wide for the lead. Here down the back straightaway, if they keep it side by side here. Kyle Busch, he's going to dive it. Oh, William Byron going to try and dive it 4 wide even. But Byron ends up diving it in on Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, he's not going to relinquish the spot, though. Here we go. Busch is going to have to run off the high side. Here we go. Let's see. He clears him into down the straightaway here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Keselowski passing a couple cars there. Oh, wait, no. That was Christopher Bell jumping up a couple spots, it looks like. And here comes Stenhouse on the bottom of the racetrack in behind. Let's say Stenhouse is on the bottom trying to make some passes here. He's going to need to get by Harvick before he can get in line, though. That's going to be the hard part. But he's got Elliott behind him, so he has some momentum here. Oh, Celtics doing pretty well against the Sixers? Okay, that's pretty good. Love to see the Northeast teams doing well. There we go. Chase Elliott's on the move here. Trying to make some positions here past Truex, although losing a spot to Stenhouse and then gaining a spot over Truex doesn't really do you much. Kind of net neutral there. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. What can Kyle Busch get his 3rd win of the season today in the number 8 car, running the same scheme he won his first race in? I mean, again, I know it's not a throwback, and it certainly shouldn't be called a throwback, but yeah, that's what they threw it back to, was February 27th of this year, which is a little short to be calling it a throwback. But here we go. So Denny Hamlin is fighting, but he has done nothing today. I mean, what on earth? I mean, hey, I guess I gave my mom some good advice here on her lineup. Let's it's been a few laps. Let's see who all is actually out of this race now that we kind of have had some laps. So looks like Jones probably out. Ty Dillon looks like he's 3 laps down. Not sure. Don't remember him being involved in that. Gregson 4 laps down. He might be out of it. It's weird to say Barry being 4 laps down. I guess that would mean he was involved in it. It's hard to really tell. And we'll have to wait until later in the race when it's very clear who all is actually out of this thing. Because, yeah, could be a long time here. But, so here we go. Let's see. Ricky Stenhouse, though, he's up to 8th place. I'm liking this. Again, just kind of maintaining position, gaining a couple spots here and there. Let's see. Where's McDowell running? Because actually, that's the one I really wanted to do a check-in on. Let's see. Gilland is 20th. Oh, someone's around. Oh, that's Stenhouse. No! Such a good day going for Stenhouse, and he spins. Dang. Flat tire. Hopefully it's not a ton of damage. Luckily, he was right near pit road entry. But yeah, it looks like McDowell is out the race, and I don't know if McDowell and Suarez might actually be the only official retirees, though, from that wreck. It actually looks like some of those guys that I mentioned were 4 laps down earlier. They're not continuing to go laps down, so I guess they're in the race still. But yeah. Okay, so it's game 7 of the for the Celtics. Okay, that's why it's so yeah, it's a big game there. I'm expecting we'll see some pit stops here for tires, but yeah, that spin is gonna kill the day for Stenhouse. But again, he earned points early, so if you're thinking about him as a fantasy driver, he does still have some guaranteed points that he can't lose. And again, it didn't look like he actually got a ton of damage. He had the flat tire, he didn't hit anything, and he got to pit road really quick. And he didn't fly trying to get to pit road like Ty Gibbs did last week when he tried to fly to pit road and tore up his entire car. Yeah, so Stenhouse, even though he's running now back in he's running back in like 20 in the mid 20s now. He's still 15th in terms of points earned, so it's a pretty good value pick, at least, if you're looking at the value of a pick. But, yeah. There we go. So, here we go. Truex gets 8th place here. Chase Elliott, it seems weird that he's kind of gotten to the top 10 and was passing a lot of cars, and now he's kind of stuck here. Here we go. We're on pit road, though. All right, so we had a 9.8 for Kyle Busch, but Chastain wins the race off pit road from Kyle Busch. Byron Larson losing a spot to Byron. Larson coming out 4th, 5th Keselowski, 6th Bell, 7th. I didn't get a chance to see who was 7th there, but yep. But yeah, pretty much everybody though going on pitting here. But yeah, curious to see what ends up happening here with the remainder of this race. Though we've had 10 lead changes and 5 leaders and 5 yellows, so here we go. And I'd love to see Kyle Busch make a run at this race win here. All right, here we go. So here we go, here we go. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. I know I am. I'm enjoying this race a ton. Let's see. So here we go. We've gotten our. You know what? Hey, this is a good time in the stage. We're gonna go ahead and put up our poll for who you guys think is going to win this final stage. So Chastain goes outside here on the choose, and why are we doing a super zoomed out blimp cam where you can barely see the specs of cars and you certainly can't see the choose cone for the choose? If you're gonna come back to commercial during the choose, at least they're showing the breakdown. So Truex in the out or in the inside lane gaining a couple spots. All right, so there we go. There's the poll. Who will win the Goodyear 400? Chastain, Busch, Byron, or other? Feel free to go ahead and put in your votes for who you guys think is going to win this thing. And we'll see who all ends up being right here come the end of the race. Here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out, and we are racing here once again in stage number 3 here at the end of the race. And let's see who ends up winning this thing. So, yeah, Larson still trying to get there. So here we go. Yeah, there's side by side between Bell and Keselowski there. Keselowski on the inside. Bell though getting those runs off the top side should be able to clear Keselowski here. No, Keselowski actually maintaining the gap to the inside, and he's gonna continue to try and push here for this spot. Yeah, so fighting over fifth place here, and again, Harvick is just gonna sit back here, watch, and probably end up taking a massive overtake here at the end of this race. So here we go. Chase Elliott. Oh, whoa! What happened to What happened to Kyle Busch? He's dropping back. Kyle Busch. Oh, he hit the wall. Okay, he hit the wall in turn 2 here. So Kyle Busch falling to 4th here. So maybe we'll start to see Larson make a charge at this race lead here. Oh, car in the fence. Ty Gibbs in the fence. Okay. Here we go. So yeah, here we go. So 73 laps to go here, and we got multiple guys in the fence. So here we go. Oh, Kyle Busch, he's making a charge right back at the 5. Okay. Hey, you know what? This fight's not over yet. Kyle Busch just wanted to make it interesting, maybe. I say we'll see, but I think we very well could see Kyle Busch try and make a fight here. But yeah, here we go. So yeah, I wonder what happened to Denny Hamlin to cause him to be this far off the pace. Because yeah, Hamlin has really been a non-factor now that I think about it. He is out ever since that first yellow really early on. So here we go. So all 7 NASCAR champions are inside the top 10. That's interesting to see. So yeah, there we go. That's an interesting stat to see. All the Cup champions. Let's see: Larson, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, Harvick, Logano, Elliott, Truex, and I don't see a champion anywhere else outside the top 10. Hamlin, luckily, not dragging that group back in terms of the winning. But yeah, so here we go. William Byron currently leading the poll with 40% of the vote. So there we go. It's like it's pretty split everywhere else though. So Byron the favorite, but pretty even split everywhere else. So really, really Fox. That's the important thing. We put all of our research into figuring out how many stripes are going to hit the wall. Really. 37 stripes against the wall is in this race is what was worth putting in time in developing a graphic for on screen. Not something like, oh, how many sets of tires are left for a situation like a couple weeks ago where we were running low on tires and we weren't sure who all had sets left. That would have been nice to have. But yeah, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. So yeah, showing a few of Bill Elliott's wins, like his Brickyard 400. So yep, there we go. Winning at the Brickyard a second time, I guess? Or maybe they're showing a replay of the same time that he won it. But yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. This race has picked up a little bit here for with the fact that at least it's not Truex dominating the field. And nothing against Truex, but he was absolutely blowing out the field versus Chastain. He's had the lead, but he's never really had a super comfortable lead. He's kind of always looking over his shoulder here with this one. So here we go. There's a couple guys with some shake and bake shirts. Someone with a Terry Labonte shirt, and then just kind of panning to the rest of the crowd as they go to the commercial break, which means we are here. Uninterrupted coverage, although we don't have access to the video screen, or the track, I mean. But yeah, here we go. Here we go, here we go. So, curious. So yeah, I'm gonna be let's see, just logging laps right now. But yeah, Bell up into that top 5, the only non-Chevy inside the top 5. So yeah, right now it definitely seems like it very well could have been a Chevy race. I didn't necessarily predict a Chevy race when parents were asking me for help with their fantasy lineups. Well, but yeah. This race, though, definitely, it doesn't seem like there's a consistent theme to who's fast here. But yeah, kind of hoping Blaney gets wiped out because I did not anticipate him being good here at the end, and obviously Stenhouse has had his issue. Let's see, where is Stenhouse in terms of points earned? He's dropped back a little bit in terms of points earned, or in terms of roughly estimations in points earned. Because he's dropped back one spot since the restart. Let's see, where is he actually on track? Because I didn't actually see. Did he lose a lap due to his issue? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Stenhouse is currently one lap down, so he is hoping for a yellow to get back on lead lap here. Which, hey, considering the way this race has been going here as of lately, not exactly an unsafe bet to bet on a yellow happening. We've had 3 here already in this final stage. 5 total yellows for 5 total lead changes, so maybe he needs or not lead changes, but 5 different leaders. So maybe we need someone new to take the lead to win this one. So here we go. Fried bologna sandwich. That's that's definitely an interesting throwback menu, I guess. But yeah, 57 laps to go here. I still don't really see what we're. I mean, I guess we get to see how close the car is to the fence. I guess was the point of the onboard at the on the spoiler, but outside of that, you can't really see anything other than Reddick's car, like the backside of Reddick's car, and from no sort of glorifying angle on that one. That just does not seem like a worthwhile option there. You want some fried bologna? Okay, well, maybe we can get some when we go to Charlotte. Maybe they'll have the throwback menu still around for that race. Don't know if they'll have it, but we can look for it. But yeah, so here we go. Again, I'm curious to see if Kyle Busch maybe puts another challenge on Larson, but again, right now, okay, he's nowhere near Kyle Larson right now. He's about a second or so off of him. But really, I see a lot of people just kind of minding their time, biding their time, and trying not to get into fights right now because they need to make their tires here. So here we go. So here we go. Christopher Bell to the back bumper of Kyle Busch. So I thought Kyle Busch might make it up there to fight with Kyle Larson. But Kyle Busch just gets passed by Bell. I'm guessing he let him by here because that was really easy, but maybe I'm wrong. But here we go. Let's see what's going on here. So here we go. We're going to start seeing potentially pit stops here soon. Green flag stops. Alright, so they're lapping cars. If they lapped anyone new is the big question. Todd Gilliland, that's the big one. Yeah, so BJ McLeod is officially out the race, by the way. But yeah. So right now though, the Todd Gilliland is the last car on the lead lap. So if Stenhouse can just stay ahead of Gilliland, or well, catch up to him, or just not have Gilliland go a lap down before we get a yellow, because we could have a yellow trying to get on pit road, although I think that's unlikely because of the low speed you have and how far out of the line you have to get to pit road. So here we go. Yeah, this is interesting here. What happened? What are you talking about? What happened? Something happened? Did I lose? Let me check. Is my mic's still working? What are you saying? What happened? Oh, you lost the video feed. Okay. I still have it, so I don't know. Maybe try refreshing your stream, but yeah, I don't know what would be happening because yeah, I've still got my video stream here. Try yeah, if you try refreshing it, go back to the channel and restart up the video. You probably get it back, but yeah, I don't know why you lost it. Because yeah, it's still definitely going. Oh, here we go. Wait, we got a battle for the lead. Here we go. Battle for the lead. William Byron, he is there. He's gotten close, but can he actually put a challenge here? He had one 2 seconds ago, and I guess Oh, wait, no, that's Larson to the inside. I thought William Byron was having trouble with a lap car, but no, that's Kyle Larson who just passed him for second. And, oh, here comes... Oh, whoa, Larson's going to pit from that battle. And here comes Christopher Bell with him to pit road. So those two looked like they were about to take it 3 wide and instead decided to go and pit. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing any problems in my video. Everything on my end looks like the video feed should be going strong. Kyle Busch made a pit stop there too, so yeah, a lot of pit stops here a little early even for the window. Curious if we potentially see some cars starting to have tires fail, or maybe doing another stop later, or banking on a yellow for later to get some tires at the end. Again, these tires are not going to last this full stage, I don't think. Or I don't think they're going to last from here to the stage. It's unlikely, at least. So here we go. 5 versus 1. Here we go. Where is it going to be? Who's going to have the lead? Who's going to be able to get it? So there we go. Kyle Larson, your new race leader. So we now have a new leader. Kevin Harvick also getting the getting the lead actually through the rotation. Elliott still hadn't pit. Oh, and there goes Elliott to pit road there. Chase Elliott pits. So no penalties on the pit stops. That's surprising. Seeing all those cars go down pit road and not one penalty. Wow, pretty impressive. If we got a yellow, I could go check my router, make sure everything's going smooth, because maybe it's my internet that's not working if the video feed dropped for people. But again, like, I'm still seeing video feed on my end, so I don't know why yours would be down. Especially when we're on the same internet. But yeah. Here we go. Let's go. And Harvick comes to pit road. Ryan Blaney, one of the only other cars that stayed out. So Blaney, Bubba, and Hamlin, the final 3 on pit, or not of pit here. So Larson, Bell, Chastain, Kyle Busch, kind of your front few. Byron lost a bunch of spots here. Okay. So here we go. So Blaney coming to pit road. Let's see if Bubba does. Bubba does not this time around. Okay, so Bubba going to try and lead a lap here. So we're cycling through a lot of different leaders. But actually, Blaney and Bubba, they both actually led, I think, earlier in this race. So, yeah. There we go. So Ryan Preece pit the earliest of everybody that's kind of up there near the front. So Bubba pits, and now it's Hamlin versus the field. So here we go. And Hamlin is going to lead a lap, and he is going to make it the 7th different leader today. So 7 different leaders. Wow. Being 9th place after... I say he's 7th, because Hamlin will drop, and he is already back up to 8th now. The Bubba's pit too, so he's not as far back as the guys are saying. But here we go. Chastain trying to make a move here in and around the lap traffic. That was the Legacy Motor Club car of Eric Jones making the move there. All right, that game's getting closer for the Celtics. Thanks, Dad, for giving me the updates. But yeah, Hamlin leading this thing, but he is looking really slow through this thing. Again, you're just hoping though at this point that you get a yellow before you pit, or that you run a really long green flag run and can maybe stretch it on the next run. Although again, we're not necessarily expecting these guys to come back to pit road, so maybe their tires just fall off a cliff and yours don't fall off as bad of a cliff before you end up pitting. So here we go. Kyle Busch up into fourth place. Joey Logano is fifth? What? Where did he come from? Where did Logano come from? Kind of surprised they haven't thrown the commercial break yet, but I guess they're just waiting for Denny Hamlin to finish pitting. Because, normally they would throw it to commercial after this many laps. But hey, you know what? I'm not complaining about a lack of commercials at this point. Alright, here we go. Oh, and my feed just started to buffer, so, there we go. Oh, and it's back. Okay, so, Hamlin, again, I'm curious as to where Logano came from. Elliott still in 10th place, essentially, here, so not a lot of changes here. So here we go. Only 33 laps to go, so we're closing in on the end of this race, slowly but surely. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this one. We're along for the ride. Curious how long Hamlin does end up staying out. They said they expect him in another couple laps or so, but so here we go. Yeah, he does have a win in his pocket, so he could roll the dice here on this one. So yeah. So here we go. I would be curious to see if a yellow came in the middle of this green flag cycle. But yeah. So Barry is multiple laps down. Eric Jones multiple down from the wreck. We know McLeod, McDowell, Suarez, Dillon, and Poole are all out the race. And they're going to commercial break as Denny Hamlin pits. So Denny Hamlin goes to pit road. They're going to be going side by side, so hopefully we can still see the track. And, oh, yep, I thought they were about to cut me to full screen, so here we go. Let's see, Stenhouse is showing 2 laps down. That seems a little off. But, yeah, Gregson ended up down a few laps as well from that wreck, but he's still in the race, so good options there. Are we going back to commercial break? Okay, it just went to a full screen commercial break for me, I guess. So, yeah, fun times. Fun times. All right, there we go. So Celtics win in advance, correct? Because Game 7, that means they were tied 3 wins apiece with the Sixers there. So Celtics win. I said, see, Tatum scored 51 points, so I'm guessing that's one of the Celtics players there. Okay, so yeah, Celtics win in advance. Okay, cool. Good job to the Celtics. I know I got a lot of friends who are Sixers fans, so they're not going to be too happy with the Celtics, but yeah. Hey, the hometown guy, right? The hometown guys, right? Just kind of looking through the leaderboard, seeing if I can see any notable changes again. I'm kind of surprised to see Logano up as high as he is. So he undercut everybody by about 2 laps. Again, we'll have to wait and see if that ends up meaning that he's 2 laps short. But it just seems weird that 2 laps would mean that he jumped from irrelevant to relevant. Because he'd been running about 10th most of the, or 10th to 15th to even 20th most of the day. Ryan Preece up in the top view. He short pit though by 6 laps. So he got them by 6 laps, I think. So he short pit by a lot. But hey, you know what? Some more options there. So 25 laps to go here. 25 more times. And let's see. Where was everybody before their last pit stop? So Joey Logano was in 8th place before. Okay, he was all the way up to 8th when he made that pit stop. So he actually didn't gain as much as I thought. Okay. He just, I guess, quietly moved into the top 10, and then suddenly he was in the top 5. Reddick being the big mover, though, on that pit stop, because he went from 13th to 8th on pit road. Truex went from 10th to 9th, and Chase Elliott dropped 1 spot there. But I'm curious to see where the this last yellow is going to come from, because I'm sure we're going to get at least 1 more. I don't think we've seen the end of yellows today, but we'll have to wait and see on this one. So here we go. Looking for trends here, so they're going to Larry McRound for the trends here of the race. So last caution is an average of 12 overtime finishes, or 12 races so far this year, 5 overtime finishes, yet an average of the last caution coming at lap 21. Now, granted, that's for this season, but we haven't been to Darlington yet this year. What about the last 10 races here? I'd like to see what that number is. Larry. Because this year doesn't really mean much if we haven't been to this track yet this year. So there we go. 95 wins since their last win at Darlington. Wow, that would be that's a long streak. Wonder if it's gonna be made even longer by a non-Hendrick win this week. Because we're gonna say Larson's got the lead, but there is not a lot of Hendrick help in the top 5. In fact, there is no Hendrick help in the top 5. There is a Joe Gibbs car, a Trackhouse Chevy, a RCR Chevy, and then a Ford with Logano. So here we go. So what's Larson been up to here? So yeah, he had that late race incident with the 11 where he got turned around. Then he went and hit the fence and just kind of came down into John Hunter Nemechek, who was trying to pass him for the win at the Xfinity race. Again, I think that was just kind of... I didn't get a chance to comment on that because I didn't see it. I was watching IndyCar at the time. But, yeah, he just bounced off the fence and the 20 car was right there. Oh, no! Newman! Ryan Newman goes around. So, yeah, definitely not really the value pick I kind of thought he might be today. But, yeah. So, here we go. So, another caution flag here. So Ty Gibbs gets the free pass. He will be back on lead lap. So here we go. We got, I'm gonna say, there's gonna be a... Here we go. So this yellow, I'm gonna say, it's a bummer for Newman. He ended up getting damage here. So here we go. Pit road's open, and we have got everybody coming to pit road. All the lead lap cars. Everybody's coming to pit road. No doubts. So here we go. We're going to get to see a restart here. So here we go. Hopefully everybody's excited. Of course, if you guys are excited, leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new so you guys never miss another stream. But, yeah. What's the drag race to the line? It's going to be Larson Bell, the top two. Whoa, where... Oh no. No. Where is Kyle Busch? Where is he? All the way back there? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What happened? I mean, I heard we had an issue on apparently one of the sides. I think it was left, but why are we so far back there? Crucial time for a good pit stop, and yep, the Kyle Busch crew completely flubs it. Fun times. So, we got a vote for other. Okay, so someone thinks Larson's gonna win this thing. I'm guessing. Well, Larson Bell both up there and could win it from not being my top two picks there. So $1 million here from the Open. So here we go. Or not from the Open, but from the All-Star race. The Open first is set at 5, and then we got the All-Star race at 8. So here we go. So here we go. Boogity. Let's get racing, boys. So here we go. Current top 5 in their restart ranks. Oh boy, Bell and Logano in the top 5 have been awful this year at restarts. They've been 18th and 15th on restart. It's apparently according to whatever metrics they use to measure them. I don't know what metrics they use to measure them, but yeah, Bell has not had the best restarts this year, and neither has Logano. Wait, what is Christopher Bell doing? It's a loose pit stop here. Or a loose wheel on the pit stop there, causing Christopher Bell having to come to pit road as they go choose cone here. So here we go. Where's Kyle Busch restarting? Outside the top 20? Are you kidding me? I mean, I knew he was far back. I haven't looked to see exactly how far. So Stenhouse is in position for a free pass if we have a wreck on the restart here. Kyle Busch is restarting 17th. Okay, so he's restarting just outside of what they showed up here. But yeah, I'm curious to see what we end up seeing here from Chastain and Larson here on the restart, as they are going to be nose to tail. But here we go. Yeah, Truex back into the top 5 here. He's been very fast this year. Or not this year, but today in particular. But yeah, they end up finding a pair of people that have a Chastain and a Kyle Busch, or not Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson shirt on. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, whoa, Truex spins in front of the field. So if Stenhouse can just stay clear of any wreckage here, he gets the free pass and maintain speed. He's got to maintain the speed. Come on, Stenhouse back on the lead lap, please. Let's see, at the time of caution. Showing Stenhouse. Stenhouse possibly got the lead there. So here we go. What happened here to start this? So there we go. Little contact. Larson kind of just fades up the track into Chastain just a little bit, but there was a lot of wreckage behind. So yeah, there was. I don't think Larson did anything dirty there, especially considering, again, considering the fact that Chastain had kind of had moved him up the track the run previous. So, all right, this time I'm gonna focus on the 19 car and try and see what on earth happened here. So he got loose underneath. Oh no, so he forced Logano up into the fence and spun himself on the nose of Logano there. But yeah, that definitely killed Truex's day and my hopes for a good finish here in the NASCAR fantasy game. So yep, there goes my good fantasy day. But yep, good job. Big wreck, and yeah, hopefully everybody's okay. I didn't see any major hits, so I think everybody is okay. Chris Buescher starting to look like a good value pick. I was kind of joking earlier about him maybe not being the best value pick because he was back in like 28th still at the end of stage 1 or nearing the end of stage 2 even. I think Chastain has the lead, though. I think Ross might have jumped the restart. Wait. So here we go. Let's see. This is starting to get interesting here. Let's say I don't think that was. I mean, he rubbed him towards the fence. I think anything further than that, yeah, you could say that Chastain or Larson did not need to go that far. But yep, there we go. Truex is out the race after a very good effort in the race. He put on a clinic in the first two stages, and up until the very last lap there. So here we go. I don't know. Yeah, so if I'm Larson, I have the if I have control of what lane I want here, I line up. Either behind. I either want to line up behind him, like right on the bumper of Chastain, or I want to line up to his inside where he can't really force me. I mean, he might, or at the very least, if he tries to direct me, it's obvious and a penalty can get called, hopefully. So here we go. Let's see. All right. All right. So, yep, timing line. Chastain gets the. So, Chastain will have choice of lane. So, Chastain could choose the inside, trying to bait Larson into taking that outside and lining up in a position to get paid back the same way that he got hit last time. Now, here's the problem with wait. So now that there's 300 cars up in this top five, whatever Chastain chooses, he's gonna have a 3-car Hendrick train because all three of those Hendrick cars, I think, are gonna go together. I don't think any of them go with Chastain here. So 300 Chevys there. Hey, Kyle Busch up into 13th now the after the slow pit stop. Luckily, he wasn't involved in that big mess that we saw with Truex. If he hadn't had that bad pit stop, he probably would have been the car that Truex wrecked off of even. So now, if Keselowski and Harvick are willing to help Chastain, though, you could see a fight being put to the other to the Hendrick Chevys. Problem is that I don't know if a Ford is going to be necessarily willing to go and push to the level that the Chevy of Chastain needs. But yeah, here we go. So, Justin Haley up in the top 10. Nice to see him making himself known here. Oh, wait, we're intended to go. I didn't even realize we got 8 laps left in this thing. We're really close to the end of this race. This battle between the Hendrick cars, this is going to be a short dash to the end, and we got a lot of cleanup to do, so it's going to be a while. Just need another 9 cars to wreck. Are you talking about for Justin Haley to win and get in the playoffs? Because, that'd be awesome to see Justin Haley get his second career NASCAR win. Let's see. Oh, wait. The Hendrick cars split up? What? Why? Okay, Byron better not give a very good push. The only reason Byron should have gone to the inside would be to verify that Chastain does not launch before Larson here. Oh wait, but Larson's not the control car, so never mind. But yeah. Let's say what does the one car do now that he's been paid back? He got paid back probably a little bit worse than what he did, but again, they both kind of kept going. Neither situation led to it being too bad. So here we go. You want Ross to hold them all off? I don't know. I'm curious to see what ends up happening here. 20% left on my ear, but should hopefully be enough to get to the end. Here we go. So it's gonna be 6 to go when they go green here. I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. Kyle Busch back in 12th. Hey, Todd Gilliland making some ground up here, and green flag is out. Green, and there we go. Let's say not much help from either situation there. Whoa! What happened to? What happened? Oh, and what happened there? Okay, that looked like a replay of what happened to. Wait, that looked like a replay of what happened with Truex, except for it didn't pile up everybody because Elliott knew to back off or something. Because Elliott backed way off entering the turn, like he knew something was coming. What happened there? Okay, I want to know what happened here. All right, so let's see. First off, watch if you guys are watching the race feed simultaneously because I can't put the live replay up here. So yeah, okay. So I guess, yeah. All right, so Chastain tried to pay him back and ended up taking them both way back. But Elliott seemed to know what was gonna happen, although it wasn't a Hendrick car making a move. I thought maybe Byron took it 3 wide and tried to force Chastain up and trying to force him into a DNF, but good on them for not wrecking too many cars here. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in the end, when it comes to a wreck like this one, this was just a payback gone wrong. Because, there was no reason that they should have been, I get it. You're trying to pinch each other hard. You're trying to make sure the other guy doesn't get to the end of the corner. But, I mean, again, the first time when Ross pinched him up, but Larson barely grazed the wall, then Larson paid him back and did make fairly significant contact into the fence. And then you had Chastain go and absolutely wipe them both out. So again, I felt like they were pretty even after the first hit. Apparently Chastain didn't think so, so I guess. I don't know that. I know Larson was going to try and hold it close. I don't know that Larson was going to try and dump him with 3 teammates right there, though. Because if you dump him right there, you pile up 3 teammates, almost certainly. You pile up yourself, probably. And if not you, you still probably pile up at least 1 or 2 of the guys behind you. So I don't know if that. I don't think that was going to be a dump necessarily. Maybe not at that point, at least. Maybe later on down the straightaway. But yeah. I think I think what Larson was trying to do by turning down there was to try and, I think he was hoping to get alongside, and that way they could go wheel to wheel, door to door, and kind of both survive just about. But yeah, again, we'll never know because they didn't end up lining up even here. Patrick, have you put a vote in yet for the poll for who you think's going to win this thing? So here we go. And yeah, last year we saw a very minor incident lead to a massive bump that led to this one. So yeah, I mean, we've seen incidents like this a lot at this track. So yeah, I'm curious to see what we end up seeing here at the end of this one. We might see another fight between Larson and Chastain this time. And I will say this time, if it does come to blows on pit road, I get it that NASCAR has personalized security. Let somebody land a punch on Chastain. Again, I'm not certain that that's the case. I mean, it's very possible that Larson was going for that, but I feel like Larson had already gotten pretty close to even with Chastain for what had happened. I don't think he really owed Chastain anything more, unless there was a previous incident from a previous week that I'm not aware of. But from what happened on track today, I think the two of them were pretty close to even. Maybe Chastain owed a little bit of payback to Larson after the most recent incident, but yeah. But yeah, a lot of drivers looking for their first win on the season here. Harrison Burton looking for his first career win. Keselowski looking for his first win with a new team. Yeah, that's your. You welcome to your own opinion there. I don't necessarily say because it feels like they're always the likable team that. Then just the question is whether or not NASCAR is playing on their side is usually the constant question there. Here we go. See what we're gonna see here. Looking down the list again, Bubba looking for his first win of his season. Haley looking for his first win in a long time. First win since the pandemic. Kyle Busch looking for his third win on the season. Buescher looking for his first win this year. And his first win to lock him into the playoffs since Pocono of 2016. I think we got some people saying Byron Byron leading this race. He could potentially get this one. We'll have to wait and see, but it's going to be a battle here. Harvick takes the inside. 200 cars though on that outside. And really nobody looking for payback on them specifically at the front. Curious if we see another wreck between Harvick and or not Harvick, between Larson and Chastain here at the end. But yeah. Hey, look, Stenhouse back up into that top 16. He's running 16th right now. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, he's 17th. Sorry, he's 17th, right? Or he was 17th on the choose, at least. Let's see where he is in terms of fantasy points, because those guaranteed points are probably helping him out a bit. '11th in points right now for Stenhouse, so 11th place. That's not bad for a guy who really has not been. He hasn't done a lot of wave shape. He hasn't made a lot of waves, but he's stayed in it all day. He's 16th here. And here we go. It's going to be a green-white checker here to end this race. Green-white checker. Here we go. Harvick on the inside. Byron on the outside. Let's see what's going to happen here. Not a lot of help for Byron, surprisingly, from his teammate. But hey, you know what? I guess it's enough because Byron gets clear of Harvick. And Byron from the outside lane able to clear. There we go. Let's see. Can we get back to the green? Can we get back to the checkers here without a wreck? Let's say we're going to get the white. Here we go. White flag, 1 lap to go. So we will see this race end. And here we go. Let's see. Any chance of anything going wrong? It does not look like it. Here we go. And I say, Elliott having a great points day here. Or at least a great points day in terms of he got a 3rd place finish here. But, yep, there we go. William Byron, winner at Darlington. Harvick, 2nd. Chase Elliott comes home 3rd. 4th, Brad Keselowski. Bubba Wallace rounds out your top 5. Harrison Burton, 6th. Kyle Busch coming home in 7th after all of that he went through. Justin Haley, 8th. 9th, Ryan Blaney. 10th, Chris Buescher. So there we go. Pretty good top 10. Now we're going to go through the rest of the field like normal. Todd Gilliland getting an 11th place finish. He is more than showing that he is deserving of a car next year. Denny Hamlin, 12th. Ricky Stenhouse got all the way to 13th in that 2-lap overtime restart. 14th, Christopher Bell. 15th, Ryan Preece. So some pretty good finishers there. Ty Gibbs, 16th. Good fight from him all day. Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Austin Cindric, and Kyle Larson rounding out the top 20. 21st, Almirola. 22nd, Reddick. 23rd was Allmendinger. 24th, Corey LaJoie. 25th, Eric Jones. Then you had Noah Gragson, Ty Dillon, Newman, Chastain, and Josh Berry rounding out the top 30. And then the remainder of the field was in order. Truex, McLeod, McDowell, Suarez, Austin Dillon, and Brennan Poole, all of which out of the race. So, yep, there we go. So, hey, there we go. 3 wins for Byron. He's on pace for, I think, about 5 to 6 wins this year. Honestly, maybe even 6, 7 wins this year. So, he could be putting together a championship caliber run here, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. Though again, I'm not convinced that those two are settled. I want to see. I want to hear from both. Another HMS win. Yeah, well, hey, they do that a lot. I want to hear from both Larson and Chastain though on this what happened here. But yeah, he wasn't wrecked with 2 to go. He was wrecked with 2 corners to go last year. 3rd win of the season. Career high. Okay, nice. He's never had a 3-win season. I thought he had a 3-win season back in 2021. I thought, but All right, here we go. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of waiting here to hear from. So they're talking with Byron right now, and again, it's just kind of your generic race win stuff. Nothing too spicy or anything to mention here. Now, if Larson was intending to dump um, Chastain there, I guess it would explain why Elliott backed so far off. Although I don't think he would have backed off far enough if Larson was going to dump him back up the track into the outside fence. It would not have been enough. So, yeah. Here we go. Chastain checked and released. So here we go. Talking about driving for UPS. So, I mean, I'm not a fan of that response from him. I mean, I don't know what I would really expect there, but I like the fact that he didn't apologize because, as I know, my dad said a lot. He wouldn't be genuine if he did apologize, but I mean, he never won. And you can't really. That's the other thing is that you can't say too much, otherwise you get a penalty for intentionally paying him back. But yeah, and they're not even going to talk to Larson until they get back from commercial break, and we're not going to wait for that. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you guys are new so you guys never miss another one. We'll be back next week for the All-Star race. Might have something in between. We'll see. Again, I've wanted to record a lot, but I just haven't gotten any videos done. So, until next time, though, this has been Ryan Dyer on YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your day. Have a great day, everybody, and goodbye!